As 2025 draws to a close, we look back on a year that challenged us, surprised us, and reminded us how closely everyday life is linked to the larger moments of society and politics. This is not just a list of headlines. It is a look at how the year felt, how it unfolded, and what it meant for people across the country. The new year began with sad news. A stampede at the Tirumala Venkateshwara temple took 6 lives, a reminder of how quickly a place of devotion can turn into a scene of fear. The Kumbh Mela began soon after, carrying its usual energy and scale, but even there, safety concerns showed up early. A fire destroyed temporary tents, and later in the month, a crowd rush at Prayagraj killed at least 30, leaving a mark on what was meant to be a spiritual gathering. Beyond India, a brief ceasefire in Gaza brought a moment of quiet, though it lasted only until March. February and March brought political noise and heated public debates. The BJP returned to power in Delhi. A single comment on India's Got Latent by Ranveer Alapadia sparked a nationwide conversation about free speech and what crosses the line in the social media age. Manipur came under President's rule, while India celebrated a familiar kind of victory, lifting the Champions Trophy again in Dubai. The month also saw unrest in Nagpur and a train derailment near Cuttack, both reminders of how civic tensions and infrastructure pressure continue to shape our daily realities. April brought scorching heat across India and Pakistan. Temperatures crossed 47 and even 50 degrees in some areas, making this one of the region's harshest heat waves in recent years. The world also bid farewell to Pope Francis. In Pahalgam, the killing of tourists in a terror attack shook the country and contributed to a brief exchange of fire along the line of control. By month end, the government announced a national caste census, something that had been debated for years. May saw India launch Operation Sindoor, a set of surgical strikes in Pakistan in response to the Pahalgam attack. In Bengaluru, heavy rains took lives, while Kannada literature earned global attention as Banu Mushtaq won the International Booker Prize, the first time a Kannada work had ever done so. June was a month of extremes. RCB finally lifted the IPL trophy, turning Isala Cup Namde into Isala Cup Namdo, a moment of joy for fans across Karnataka. But celebrations turned tragic when a crowd rush led to several deaths. The crash of Air India Flight 171, which killed all 260 on board, excluding one survivor, left the nation stunned. Amid the grief, there was also a moment of pride as Shubhanshu Shukla became only the second Indian to go to space. July and August were shaped by courtroom decisions, political tension, and economic strain. Bombay High Court's acquittal in the 2006 Mumbai train blast case, later stayed by the Supreme Court, stirred old memories. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar resigned citing health reasons. The US imposed steep tariffs on Indian exports. Prajwal Revanna was convicted of rape. Rahul Gandhi leveled charges of voter list fraud, and the Supreme Court issued and then modified its order on Delhi's stray dogs. By the end of monsoon session, Parliament saw one of its least productive sittings in years. September brought natural disasters and political turns. Floods in Punjab claimed lives. Nepal erupted in protests that brought down its prime minister. India elected a new vice president. The prime minister visited Manipur after years of unrest. In Ladakh, Sonam Wangchuk's arrest made headlines. And in Tamil Nadu, a political rally by actor Vijay ended in a tragic crowd rush. October carried international tension and small but important diplomatic steps. Israel intercepted an aid flotilla. In India, a shoe was thrown at the Chief Justice during court proceedings, an unusual and unsettling moment. But there was progress too. Israel and Hamas agreed on the first phase of a peace deal, and hostages from the 2023 attack were finally released. Mumbai faced a hostage crisis that ended with police intervention. November began with another temple stampede in Andhra Pradesh. Mid-month brought tragedy far from home when a bus carrying Indian Umrah pilgrims caught fire near Medina in Saudi Arabia, killing 45 people in the early hours of 17 November. Kerala became the first Indian state to eliminate extreme poverty. India's women cricketers lifted their first ever World Cup, a proud moment that cut across states and languages. Political accusations continued, a car explosion rocked Delhi, and Bihar elected a new assembly with a decisive mandate. Bangladesh saw a major verdict, with former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina convicted in absentia. Protest over pollution filled the streets of Delhi, while trade unions led a nationwide strike against new labor laws. December brought the year to a close with disruption, tragedy, and unresolved public emotion. Early in the month, India's aviation sector faced serious turbulence as Indigo cancelled thousands of flights after failing to fully comply with revised government rules on pilots' rest and duty hours, leaving passengers stranded across cities before operations gradually stabilized by the 9th of December. The month also saw a devastating fire at a nightclub in Arpora in Goa, where at least 25 people lost their lives, turning a place of celebration into a site of mourning and once again raising questions about fire safety and crowd management. In Kerala, a long-running and closely watched legal case reached a critical moment on 8 December when a court in Ernakulam acquitted actor Dileep in the 2017 abduction and sexual assault case involving an actress, while 6 other accused were convicted, bringing partial closure but not quietening public debate. December ended with a different kind of unrest. On 13 December, chaos broke out at Kolkata's Salt Lake Stadium when an appearance by football star Lionel Messi was abruptly cut short, triggering clashes among fans and highlighting how large public events, even celebratory ones, can quickly spiral out of control. On 18 December, Parliament passed the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin Bill, replacing the 2-decade-old MG Narega. President Draupadi Murmu gave her assent soon after, formally ending the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act of 2005. The move triggered nationwide protest by the Congress on 21st December, held across different districts. On the other hand, the Karnataka Hate Speech and Hate Crimes Prevention Bill 2025 was passed by the Karnataka Legislative Council in the winter session. And 7 people were killed and 28 were injured when a container truck jumped the divider and collided with a sleeper bus near Karnataka's Chitradurga district in the early hours of December 25th. Looking back, 2025 was not a smooth year. It was a year of uneven steps, some painful, some hopeful, all significant. We grieved together, we argued loudly, we celebrated moments that brought us closer, and we confronted problems that will continue into the next year. But through every crisis and every achievement, one thing stayed constant: the resilience of ordinary people navigating a fast-changing country. As we close the chapter on 2025, we carry lessons, memories, and quiet hope that the coming year will bring steadier days.